Good evening, everyone. This is Anwar Williams, Mr.313 Real Estate, and I'm here on a Wednesday evening. It's just a busy day. I wanted a little more time to kind of get into some subjects, but just not gonna have enough time. So I just really wanted to quickly get into this. This whole thing about the tax return hustle, and the reason why I call it that, because it seems like every year it's like the same thing. People we work all year, we get our refunds, we spend it on this, we spend it on that, and then next thing you know it, you're just in the same rat race again. So I'm just gonna give some suggestions. I'm not the money police where I'm trying to tell people how to spend money and what to do and all that. That's not really why I do this content. My content is to try to give people help, give people perspective on other things that they can do. I mean, it's just really that simple. I mean, I'm not really trying to, be the money police and tell people what they should be doing with their money. At the end of the day, I mean, you're responsible for what you do. But for those who are interested in maybe doing some things different, I do want to talk about tax returns in a sense. The first thing I want to talk about was the average tax return. Usually, in certain tax brackets, I mean, people who make, in that $50,000, $60,000 range, usually government takes about 6.5% on average. And so if the average person, they make $50,000 in a year, 6.5% of that is about $3,000. So the average person's tax refund is about $2,800 to $3,000. And basically that just means is that you overpaid. I mean, you overpaid on your taxes during the year, and the government's giving you a refund from what you overpaid. Okay, so it's not like you really get anything extra. I mean, you're just getting a percentage of what you were supposed to get. All right. So the question now is, what do most people do with their tax returns? And I found this stat a bit surprising. Not actually the first one. They said, this is an article I found in CNBC. They said that 40% of people spend it on bills. Of course, we just passed Christmas time, so most people are taking their tax returns to pay off their bills, and that's a good thing, especially credit card bills. If you got high interest bills, if you paying anything over 5 to 10% on your credit card bills, or whatever the case may be, using that tax return money is a good thing. Okay, because to have a solid score, you want to have on your trade lines, on your credit cards, under 30% utilization. So if you can get it under that 30% using your tax returns, that's not a bad idea. Okay. Another 25% of people use it on vacations. They take that money they have. They may take their family on a Disney World trip. They may go wherever, whatever the case may be. Okay, but basically what they're saying is it's spent on some type of recreational activity. All right, so that's only 65%. And the other ones was kind of like all different things. I mean, it was all kind of basically the same. I mean, it was either bills, or people might buy a car with it, down payment with a car. And that's something we can get into later as well. But, it varies. But the interesting thing I found about this article that I read, only 1% of people are investing their tax returns, which I thought was pretty alarming, considering the financial crisis we've been in the past 10 years, with so much uncertainty going on with jobs, with money. It seemed like more people would be trying to invest. Okay, so I think this here and this here has a direct correlation. Okay, something's not right. So obviously, if you have to constantly pay bills every year, there's something during the year that you're not doing right. Either you're not saving, you don't have a budget, or when holiday times come around, you're just spending too much money. Then you're relying on the tax return to come, and then to pay it back down again. You go through the whole same vicious circle. Okay, so being realistic, $3,000 isn't going to change a lot in life in a sense. It can be a start to changing a lot in your life, but using a Roth IRA or something like that, or paying down your house payments or something like that is always a good idea for that extra money you had. It depends on your situation, okay? But even let's say you just took this $3,000 and you started on a business. I mean, that's not a bad idea, okay? Considering the fact that if you do that, everything that you spend or everything you use can be considered an asset. And let me give you an example of that. Let's say this year I got my $3,000 tax return, and I decided I wanted to start a lawn service. Okay, so I took some of that $3,000. I bought lawn equipment. Now all that money I use is now an asset. If I go to irs.gov and I get a LLC, I get an EIN number, I register the business. You know, I do all these things that you're supposed to do with the business. I start a checking account. Now, any profits I make from that lawn service this coming year is considered assets, okay? So now it's all deductible. So it's actually, if I can get somewhere close from making from this $3,000 return, if I can make $50,000 on the business side as well as this, now I'm keeping more of my money. Okay, because there's more things I can deduct with a business than I can on the on just a regular, just W-2 or W-4 side, just a regular 40-hour worker. Okay, so like I said, it's a lot of things you can do. I'm not a tax expert. I'm not a CPA, so I'm not going to get all deep into all the different depreciations and tax deductibles that you can do on business. But I'm just giving you a general idea that when you do have a business, you keep more of your money, basically. You pay less taxes. That's basically what I'm saying. So there's good things you can do with it. I think I suggest you just don't blow your money. I mean, obviously you want to pay some bills on it. If you got credit repair issues, there's credit coaches. If you are a homeowner or want to be a homeowner, that's definitely an option, you know, that can go towards your down payment on a home. So it's a lot of things you can do besides just throwing it away and getting yourself in the same situation. Just buying assets or doing something that's going to help you in the long run is probably the viable option. So I'm going to be doing some more content probably Friday or even possibly tomorrow. I didn't have enough time to talk about a lot of things that I wanted to talk about. It's a lot of important things that needs to be talked about. And so I will get the opportunity to do that. I hope that you tune in. You can go to my YouTube channel, Mr.313 Real Estate. Check out some content to talk about a lot of investment tools you can use, credit boosting tools, all these things just to help individuals out. So I hope you enjoy my footage, and everybody have a good evening. Thank you.